What's good, y'all? Just for kicks 2 and 2 here. This will be my first discussion video. I checked out my man Nukemachinist, or I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I think it's Nukemachinist, JD. And I also checked out WeAreTheTrend. Nukemachinist discussion actually linked me over to WeAreTheTrend's discussion, and that's how I decided to kind of do this, because it was kind of on my mind ever since that whole Yeezy Nike drop, Nike store, 21 Mercer, all that extra stuff. So I actually wrote a couple things down that I want to touch on. So if you see me looking down, that's the reason why. Pretty much I'm in my closet. I have a walk-in closet, just in case you're wondering where the fuck am I. But yeah, let me start off with Yeezys. Obviously, Yeezy 2s just dropped, and there's a lot of hype behind it. A lot of people wondering if they're going to be able to get a pair, how many pairs were made, like just a bunch of stuff like that. Just trying to see where they fit in and where they can try to grab one. And for the most part, from the beginning all the way to the end, I noticed that it wasn't even about if they can get them because they wanted to wear them. Guarantee like 90-95% of people who were interested in getting the Yeezy or got the Yeezy, it was the resale. Just off the simple fact, if you look on like Craigslist, you look on eBay, look on Nike Talk, you look on Soul Collector, ISS, anything, even the like flight clubs and the Windy City Souls, the RAFLAs or RFLA, excuse me. You just see a bunch of Yeezys posted up, and the cheapest I've seen a pair of Yeezys is $1,500 just for a pair of shoes that retail at $245. And in all honesty, I was trying to grab a pair of Yeezys. Was it to wear? No. I was one of the people. I just wanted to trade it off. I didn't want any money for it. What I was going to do when I got the Yeezy, I was going to put up a list. Here's this many shoes, and I want this, this, and this. If you look behind me, I have a list of shoes that are on my hit list. Like if I come across these shoes will be purchased. All right here, these are like my high mandatory shoes I've been looking for. And everything else is, if I like it, I'll just buy it. But that was the plan. I was going to put this list up online, and whoever brought me all those shoes could have the Yeezy. All in all, that whole Yeezy situation all makes other conversation points in this discussion video. The next topic it brings me to is the Twitter RSVP. So you see how Nike has RSVP system. I don't know if they have that. I don't think they have it like set up with Twitter, but I know Twitter's loving it. If you think about it from a business aspect, Twitter's loving this whole new RSVP, because all it is doing is getting more actual is getting new members. You know what I mean? New members, more promotion for your website, more clicks of ads or whatever the situation, however Twitter makes money, and that's a good look. And you know how many sneakerheads there are in the world, so it's nothing but a good thing for Twitter. I don't know if Twitter's cutting a check to Nike, but that shit must be wonderful. On top of that, that whole Twitter RSVP thing, a lot of people talking about it's shady. In my own opinion, I think it's kind of shady, just because you're DMing. We don't know what time your tweet is going through. We don't know if you even sent a DM. For all we know, you know, I've seen accounts where they haven't tweeted for like months, like maybe like possibly almost a whole year, but then, you know, they get a confirmation, and it's like, the fuck? How, you never tweeted? My whole point I'm making is, for example, with the Yeezys on 21 Mercer, I'm actually located in Orlando, Florida. I was willing to fly out to New York, where I'm originally from, and just go pick up the pair, fly right back same day, just to get them. And reason being is, obviously, it's you'll get a lot more money. You'll make a lot of money off that one shoe. You know what I mean? And that one shoe would have paid for my flight here and there, and all the shoes that I wanted on this list. And it's crazy that you could say that you're willing to fly to another state for a pair of shoes, but it's in all honesty, it's the truth. So that RSVP system, I kind of missed the first one, which was the Platinums at 21 Mercer. I was actually sleeping. If people who know me and follow me on Twitter and stuff see I don't fall asleep until like 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, and then I sleep through the day to like 3-ish. I don't know why, it's just how I am. But so I missed the first one. Then the black and pinks, whatever, solar red, I don't know, whatever they are, they drop at like what, 416 or something like that. Let's just say it dropped at 416. I think it was 416. I sent a tweet, because I sent a tweet at 416 and like 50 something seconds or something like that, or 417 and 2 seconds. I think I said 2. And I put you know, my name, my size, and the pound black or whatever the fucking code word was. And it was funny that I didn't receive a response. All I saw was all tweets, all DMs will not be accepted anymore, blah blah blah. We'll send you a confirmation if you win. Good luck, whatever. And it was funny, I didn't receive one. I didn't expect to receive one, truthfully. I thought I tweeted kind of slow, even though it was only a couple seconds off. But I kept on getting stuck at the copy and paste. But then I see someone who actually got a confirmation size 11. I'm a size 11. Who got a confirmation size 11 like a whole 5 minutes later than I tweeted. And I was looking at it like, for real? And then I was noticing how people were writing in their timeline, oh, it's not fair. I tweeted at this time and we see this person tweeting at this time, or whatever situation. Because you know how people post, you're probably wondering, how do you know what time they sent their DM? People send their, put screenshots up, you know what I mean? And when you see their screenshot, you look at the time and you're like, I tweeted a whole 5 minutes before this guy, how I didn't win. So that whole system is flawed. The best way to do it, and I've seen a lot of people say this, is honestly just send a regular tweet so we can all look at the mentions and we'll actually see the actual time in the order. As long as there's a person behind the computer picking those people out, regardless if they're supposed to do it in order, there's always going to be bias to whoever that person is they're gonna make it a biased situation with, oh, I don't like this username. Like, you don't know how many times I be on Twitter and I look at a username, I see they'll follow me, and usually I try to follow back certain people. I try to follow as many people as I feel are talking about a subject that I like. For example, sneakers. I usually follow only people that have to do with sneakers. If you look at me following people, it's just they're all sneaker people. If I feel like in your bio, you know how you have a little Twitter bio, you're not talking about something sneaker related, I probably won't follow you. Or if I see you have like maybe 8 followers, I probably won't follow you. I feel like it's not that important. I usually try to follow people with a little bit more followers, or at least evened out follower, just because it makes it a little easier. Because I know you're more active in the community, you know what I mean? I can actually see you tweet and I can talk to you, I can retweet, or whatever the situation is. You're adding to my enjoyment of this app. But so that's how it is with the Twitter RSVP system. I feel like for example, if I was to be doing it, let's say I see a bunch of sneakerhead 212 size 11. All right, you got one. All right, kick fiend 186. All right, you got it. Ballerinas and dogs. Nah, fuck that. He don't want no shoes. Skip. That's exactly how it would be with me. So I can imagine with another person, even with like little like Twitter celebrities or sneaker celebrities. Like, I'm not gonna say any names, but you know how there's those Twitter people who have a high following. A lot of them got their shoe, surprisingly. I don't know how. I'm not saying it's like trick. I don't know what it is. But at 21 Mercer, a lot of people who are like big in the Twitter sneaker community, Twitter celebrities, I guess you can say, actually got their shoe. And it makes you wonder, like, WeAreTheTrend actually touched on this. And you actually wonder, like, is it them actually tweeting fast enough, or are they trying to shut up their following? You know what I mean? That sneakerhead, that Twitter celebrity sneakerhead following, are they trying to shut that whole system down? Like, shut the fuck up. Because, for example, there's one who is actually bashing the whole RSVP system when he didn't get the platinums, right? And then the blacks came out, and he actually got the blacks. He actually got the black and soul or whatever. And then he just shout out to 21 Mercer, and yeah, I'm sorry y'all didn't get your followers, but yeah, they did it right this time. After he missed out the platinums, and he went crazy on them. So it's like, maybe Nike, that was a smart way for Nike to, you know, die down all that all this controversy they're having with the RSVP system, but it is what it is. Again, I think it's a horrible system. It doesn't work. in the way they want it to work. There's too much error in there. And then like Nukemachinist was saying, JD, he heard they were trying to get a computer to automatically whatever pick the person. I think that would be perfect. I mean, is it okay? I mean, it's all right. I personally like camping a bit better. I mean, as long as it's not over like days and days, that's cool. I mean, if it's like an overnight camp, that's cool. I can do that. But you meet a lot of people, you talk to new people, and all this extra stuff. But this Twitter RSVP system is like retarded. You think about a couple years ago, we used to just camp outside. Then it got to the point where people were trying to get it was getting so bad they were asking for socials, license numbers. Then you needed physical ID to show up in places. You need get a wristband now. You need to get tickets now. Now it's RSVPing. Like, you see where our culture is going. So what is the next step? You know what I mean? Where are we going as a sneaker community? It can only get worse. It's become a technology-driven culture. And it's sad to say, because I have a friend, Jose. You might have heard Zaya X actually mention Jose. But Jose is one of our friends, one of our personal friends. Me, Zaya X, and Ed is another guy Zaya X always mentions. And it's usually us four in a group. And my point is, Jose actually doesn't do the online thing. He's not technology, smart. He doesn't deal with that. And it's sad because he does a lot of stuff with shoes. He enjoys them. It's his passion, whatever situation. But ever since this whole RSVP system and all this is like, you see him like, you see it in his eyes. He doesn't have the drive anymore to do it. And it's sad because it's like, come on. What about those people who really go to these stores, these mom and pop stores, get these shoes, and you know what I mean? Whatever the situation is, it's like they're out the game. It's over. It's I guess it's time for the new cats to prosper, or whatever the situation might be. But it's fucked up. In my opinion, it's fucked up, that whole RSVP system. Raffles, I think, kind of are okay. Again, I rather camp, because raffle is all about chance. And there's always a fucked up way about it. And I'm gonna explain this right here. On my Twitter, I actually give away shoes. This is a big example. I give away shoes on my Twitter. I think on my first giveaway, it was like 100 followers, and then the second one was 200, and then the third one was 300. I gave away 3 shoes in every 100 followers. I was having that kind of thing. My first 100 followers, I did a video with everybody's name in a hat. I literally showed the video of everybody's name in a hat. I think I have it on my YouTube channel. And I picked it out. I picked names. I picked the name out the hat, and I showed you guys who won. I did that with a tablet or something. That's what all my videos were on a tablet in the beginning. So I did it, and the first fucking message I get was, "Yo, you put the same name in the fucking hat." And obviously that one person won. You wanted that person. The first person who won was a girl, just a random girl. And there were some people who were just saying, "Oh, you're not doing it right. You must have the same name in the hat." All right. Second time I did it, I didn't even bother doing a video for it because I knew it'd probably be the same thing, whatever. Couple people responded who were following that they actually wanted to win. They're like, "Oh, it's not fair. You didn't show it now." So I actually had to go into the third part. The third time I gave away a pair of shoes on my 300 followers. I actually looked online to see if there was an automated system to do it. And there was. It was something called Twitterand or something like that. It's Twitter something. Twitterand. I don't know what it's called. And it actually randomly did it. And it was funny. Some dude won, and he only had like 8 followers. Then, so he had 8 followers and like 16, and he was following like 16 people or whatever. And it was funny. I was like I said, that bias in your chest, you feel it. You're like, he doesn't have no followers. Why am I going to give him a pair of shoes compared to my other followers who retweet me and whatever the situation, talk to me back? When I was like, you know what, fuck it. He's going to get it. And what did I get? I still got complaints saying, "Oh, that's a fake account, da-da-da-da," whatever the situation is. And since then, I haven't done another sneaker giveaway yet because I've been trying to find a fair way to do it, and it seems like raffles, there's too many ways to corrupt the system, and people always thinking it's conspiracy or whatever situation is. So raffles, I'm not too fond of. Only way a raffle can be like real, get a big ass jar in front of everybody, tell them fill it out in their face, put it in, mix it all up, grab one, show everybody there. That's possibly the only way, because if not, you can always switch the jars behind doors. You can put the same name again. It can be fake, it can be your own people, you know what I mean? So raffles,